As markets continue to make up their mind which way is next for all of crypto, Cardano setting up multiple bullish patterns on the daily, the 6 hour, and the hourly charts. Can Cardano act as a leading indicator for a bullish move for all of crypto? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in. Let's jump into this Cardano video. This is it on the daily chart. So I tweeted, close to $4, but this is more $3.50 range. And we have to talk about that. But it's an ascending triangle. I just tweeted this right before I recorded. I wasn't going to do a video today, but then I spotted this ascending triangle the daily. I don't know how I missed it. It's kind of a setup confluent with a 6 hour symmetrical triangle we've kind of been tracking. But really, if you look at the daily chart, there's this very clear area of resistance over and over again, right in this $1.80 area. It's just right there, third touch right now, just happening in the last day or so. And it's just very clear. I want to just point out something as I start this video. Ascending triangles, often bullish, and we've tracked many of those. Symmetrical triangles even, often very bullish, and we've tracked multiple. I have targets to the upside on the symmetrical triangle, the ascending triangle. It's bullish. It looks good. It's great. But I want to say, in terms of the data itself, upward 63% of the time. And this is for an ascending triangle based off of the patternsite.com. Really reliable data. So 63% of the time, upward breakout in a bull market environment, that is not a guarantee at all. So I don't want to overhype this at all. I do want to say it would be an awesome setup for bullish continuation if crypto markets are to continue in this bull market. That's the case we're looking for. That's the case we're exploring, that we're talking about in this video. But please just know, because I don't want people to get overly excited just because I'm covering this content and this data. There's breakout potential to the downside. We're still in the ascending triangle. We haven't even broken the upper trend line. There's room to the downside in the short term. We're kind of entering the apex area right now. Notice the lower trend lines down here at $1.50. That's an area of interest with this 50-day moving average, being also that the $1.50 area is an area of previous resistance. So there's a lot of room, especially in the short term, for downside, upwards of 15%, if not more. And we have to be careful of that. So I don't want to overhype this, but it's a really nice looking setup on Cardano on the daily chart, and it's confluent with these things like the 6 hour we've been talking about. Notice the 6 hour symmetrical triangle we have been talking about. I want to just point this out. I kind of charted this quickly before I started a video, and we were basically talking about these two setups, the symmetrical triangle and the inverse head and shoulders with targets to the, $3 area. And I just want to point out, that wasn't very precise. The inverse head and shoulders target just above $3. The symmetrical triangle closer to the $3.50 range, more on par with the ascending triangle target. So, that $3 to $3.50 range is a really nice bullish target with all of these, these multiple setups in play right now. But again, we really have to wait for strong, solid breakouts out of these areas. Symmetrical triangle, we did get a breakout, and that's something we started tracking yesterday. The other thing is we started tracking this resistance. Cardano, even right now in the 6 hour, getting a little bit of separation finally from this 786 line. That is the swing high to swing low, this Fibonacci resistance right here. The 786 sitting at around $1.72. We want to see that continue. Now, all of this going on, we prepare mentally. We are ready for every scenario. We are ready for a pullback into the apex of the symmetrical triangle at every given moment. Same thing with the ascending triangle. We are ready for a pullback to the lower trend line, the 50-day moving average. We're ready for those dips. You have to be prepared mentally. We don't know what's going to happen next with Bitcoin, but I will say Bitcoin is in its own little consolidation and probably very, very close to making a move one way or another. And I think we need to keep an eye on that. But all of this going on right now, I wanted to just kind of go to the hourly chart, right? So we're talking about all of this stuff. We're talking about the potential for a breakout, potential to the $3 area, $3 plus area with these targets. But if you zoom in, I spotted this on the hourly, and I do not do this a lot, but this is kind of just the state of crypto right now. Everybody watching the charts zoomed in. Look at the hourly. Look at them. There's lines everywhere. But if we start zooming in, we see another ascending triangle. At least this is what I see. And I kind of charted this when this hourly candle was up here because I see this area of resistance around $1.77. We hit it twice, and this was just, this is an hourly chart. So this was yesterday. We hit it right here. Today, we hit it right here. And then right now, we're literally hitting it right now in the last few hours. We wicked up right here. So there's an area of upward trend line area of resistance on the very short term. We have this series of higher lows, which is good. This is kind of a setup you want to see before we get that initial next phase up. And look at the target to the upside, $1.90 to $1.92. Target to the downside also in play. Keep in mind $1.60 area. But this area to the upside, because this is kind of like a bullish case for Cardano, leading indicator for crypto markets, if Cardano can do it and can break out. Entering the apex on this hourly chart, breakout target $1.90. What's so interesting about that is this could be the setup to test the true midterm reversal area of resistance that we've talked about, which is up here. Notice the 618 line, $1.90. It's the breakout target of that hourly setup that we just talked about. And that resistance is the reversal resistance, which is the all-time high to that crazy capitulation that we had. And you can see the 618 area right here around $1.90 of that resistance. This is the move we want to see Cardano get to. We talked about heavy resistance in that area in yesterday's video, potentially with a pullback to the apex of the symmetrical triangle we've been tracking. But the setup could be starting right here on the hourly chart. And I thought it's just, I know there's a lot of you watching Cardano along with me, and I just thought I'd do a quick update video on all of these things that I'm seeing set up on the chart. But I really want to highlight and underline the entire video by just saying, be extremely careful. The purpose of my videos is not to hype you up, is not to get you, all hyped up on hopium. I really always want to be prepared for downward scenarios. And, crypto's not out of the woods yet of this dip, but Cardano could be acting as a leading indicator, and it's something I want to keep my eye on. We've seen Matic recently acting like that. Even before this dip, Matic was kind of, just a little bit ahead of markets in terms of upside, and I want to see if Cardano can do that. So 20-day moving average right here, $1.71, $1.72. Can Cardano close a green candle? Still 21 hours left of this green candle, what I'll be watching, and what happens up to this $1.80, $1.85 area for Cardano, the upper trend line of this ascending triangle. We're going to track all of these things, but interestingly enough, on this hourly chart, what's going to happen? I mean, what are we going to wake up tomorrow? What am I going to wake up to tomorrow? I know a lot of you are already up, but going into this apex, can Cardano make a move to the upside, break above that upper trend line into the $80s on the way to this resistance up here, the target of the hourly chart, the resistance here on the 6 hour, the true bullish reversal confirmation that we're waiting for on the midterm. So that's what I'm tracking on Cardano. Wanted to throw it out there. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.